Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Curtis Hyde with Colorado Computer Support. And for this week's Tuesday Tech Tip, we're going to be talking about something we helped create that you can share with your staff about how to recognize social engineering problems inside of email spam and phishing that keeps hitting everyone with an onslaught. So let's go ahead and throw that up on here and let's talk about what the main components of what you should be looking for in training with your staff. So if you look up here, we have quite a few different categories. There's 7 total that you want to pay attention to. So the first one is, where did this come from? Pay attention to the email address, the name of the person, the URL, the domain. Make sure it matches up and you're familiar with where that email address is coming from and that is familiar to you. Look to who they are sending it to. Sometimes you can find that they are just sending it to a blanket aspect of thousands of emails at a time or hundreds that you're just a part of. So that's something just to keep an eye on to figure out, is this a mass blast email that they're trying to catch people on? One thing to check is the date and the time. A lot of times these social engineering emails can be sent in the middle of the night. Like if you're getting an email at 3 o'clock in the morning from someone who claims to be your boss, you probably know, based upon the aspect of what you're used to, that is automatically a red flag. Pay attention to those time and dates. The subject line. Very unusual subject lines can be spotted very quickly. If it's weird, if it's unusual, asking something that's kind of out there, pay attention to the subject lines, read it, analyze it, make sure it sounds like the person that you should be receiving this information from. Next is the content. Make sure the content just makes sense. A lot of these social engineering emails, again, are just going to have blanket information, maybe broken English. Sometimes when they're sent out, it's someone who's trying to interpret our language. That's a very common component too. Pay attention to that aspect of those grammatical errors. That is a common red flag that you're going to notice in those. From there, you're going to want to look at hyperlinks. Hyperlinks are a big component where they're trying to entice for you to click on things. Those are always a no-no. Clicking on emails of things that you don't know, who's it from, and also the attachments. The attachments are another big red flag. Clicking on those are just as dangerous as clicking those hyperlinks. And those are 7 areas you want to review with your staff and let them know. This is available in our email that you just received. Go ahead and click it. You can download it, keep it, print it in your office. Now, I know I just preached to you. Don't click anything in an email. If you're worried about doing that, I applaud you. Shoot me an email and I'll email this to you as a PDF. That way you can hang it on a message board, hand it out to your team. But this is a good reminder of 7 key components that they can go over and review to ensure they're not making a bad decision that could affect your company when it comes to email. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, you can look at what's called security awareness training, to where a company will send fake emails to your staff, enticing them to try and get them to interact with bad emails, and then it will send them to courses and training on how to be better at deciphering between good and bad emails that we're receiving. And remember, 1 billion of these are sent a day. They're not going to go away. They're only going to get worse. As always, I'm Curtis Hyde with Colorado Computer Support. If you have any questions, concerns, want to learn more, or have a thorn in your side about your IT, we're more than happy to chat with you to see if we could potentially help you out. Feel free to give us a buzz at a Colorado Computer Support. You can reach us at 719-439-0599 or find us on the web at www.coloradosupport.com. Thanks for hanging out. It's a long one today. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next Tuesday.